Greetings from Florida. Here we're working on a 2003 to 2010 Volkswagen Beetle. This is for the coupe. The convertible is different, very different. Be very careful with the door panels. As you can see from this one, they crack very easily. And down here in Florida, the sun really has an impact on it. Especially that hard shell top to it. That thing just, I've had them crack into a ton of pieces. So we're popping off that cover, and there's usually two screws behind there. I'm just going to unplug it from the other side. It's going to be easier than getting it out without cracking the panel. There's usually two screws. There's only one in there right now on the bottom. There's nothing on the top because the plastic on the top of that handle is broken. So I've got one screw to take out, and if you find yourself in the same situation, they do make some aftermarket handle kits that will allow you to replace your handle with something a lot stronger. Getting door panels is a problem, but this fits 2003 to 2010. So if you've got an older one and you want to find one from a 2010, you can. If you're in Tampa Bay or Minnesota and you'd like us to do this for you, give us a call. Power Up Auto. We'll be glad to do it for you. There's one small screw on the bottom in the middle of the panel, which I'm about to... There's actually supposed to be three small screws on the bottom, but I found one. The other two weren't put back in. If you hear a crunching, grinding sound, if the glass is falling down the channel, that's your regulator. It's the entire... There's two ways to do it. You can get just the regulator and peel back the metal plate and put it in. I've done that before, but they tend to break. So I've been getting the entire plate. And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. So we've got the cable that goes to the chrome handle that you pull to open the door. That's pretty easy to take out. You've got wiring harnesses that go to the switches for the windows. You've got wiring harnesses that go to the gas cap and the trunk on the bottom. You've got one small wiring harness that goes to the red light that shows you if the doors are locked. And you have a wiring harness that goes to the light on the bottom left. Oh, there you go. So what we're replacing now is that entire metal panel. And this one's been, take out the motor. You get 3 Torx 20s, I believe. And slide this all out as best you can. You can take off the motor. If you find this video helpful, do me a favor, L-I-K-E, like the video. That'll help other people such as yourself find it on YouTube. If you have any questions, ask right here. Now, this speaker has been replaced before too. You will have to drill out the speaker carefully if it hasn't been taken off before. But if it has, it's probably got some screws in there to hold it in place, which is what it is. And again, the plastic on the speaker breaks quite easily too. This whole thing is a disaster. So I'm trying to pull the glass up. One other thing you can do every now and then, I'm going to take out the 10mm bolts all around. Every now and then, a little bit of WD-40 in the 2 up and down channels that the glass travels in. It keeps it more supple. The heat tends to dry out the rubber, and if you do that, they last longer and they work better. So I'm peeling it back a little bit. What I want to do is put the window up enough to get access to where the 10mm bolts are. So I'm going to pop out that because the wires are all on top of each other. They're all messed up. So we're going to pull it out. I'm going to cut it as best I can. The video is at double speed, obviously. And then I should be able to pull the glass up. I think I'm taking off the belt molding too, the rubber that your arm would rest on if the glass was open. The seal strip, the belt molding. So I got it. Suction cup, $5, Harbor Freight International, good place. Harbor Freight Tools. They have more expensive suction cups there too, but the $5 one seems to work better, believe it. So the next thing you're going to have to do is reach inside and unplug the wiring harness from the latch. Now this is difficult, and this one's been done before. It's been done before by me, to be honest with you, about 2.5 years ago. So in this case, the harness came off pretty easy, but what Volkswagen wants you to do is take out the outside handle and the latch. And to take the latch out, you need what's called a triple tap set. It's kind of like a torque set, but a little bit different. So we generally don't do that unless we have to. So reach in, you should be able to pull out, which I just did, pull out the wiring harness. It might be a little bit difficult. Try to be careful with that rod right there, because if you pull it out, you may have to find a way to get it back in. And next up, we're going to get our window regulator. By the way, there's two versions of these. I mean, there's some really cheap ones too that you don't want. There's a Dorman version. There's the Volkswagen version, which is $400 or $300. It's too expensive. There's a Dorman version, which is good. This one is, don't tell me, it's not the Dorman one. Which one is it? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry. So if you can get the Dorman one, you do better. And I'm loosening the 10mm bolts on the clamps. And I'm going to put a little WD-40 inside those clamps to make it easier for the glass to slide into it. And then when you tighten it down, it'll be fine. Just a little bit. Again, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. Hit the like button. If you have any questions, please ask right here. I'll be glad to get back to you. If you'd like us to do this for you, Power Up Auto in Tampa Bay or Minnesota. We come right to you. And the glass is about to fall on me. Didn't break, fortunately. So I'm feeding that in, and then getting the harness back onto the latch was a little bit of a challenge. When you do that, make sure you push it in as hard as you can. You want that latch to stay in place. You don't want to go back into this to have to put that back on. Right there where my thumb was a minute ago, there's a little indentation. The glass just fell. There's a little indentation, there's a little punch point that goes into a hole in the door panel. So at this point, I'm just going to put a couple 10mm bolts in there just to hold it in place, just to get this started. Bosch, B-O-S-C-H, Bosch tools, they are the best. I've used everything over the years, and Bosch has been the most reliable and heavy duty. Audi, Volkswagen, and Porsche are the worst jobs that we work on. They really design them so nobody can work on them except their people. BMW, Mercedes, some of them are harder than others, but nothing's a disaster. But these are absolutely the worst. So right now I'm just trying to pull out that rubber. And that one ripped, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now, before you put the glass in, it's a good idea to put the motor back on. Because if you put the glass in now, it's just going to push it to the bottom of the door. So if you put the motor back in, it'll hold the regulator in place while you tighten up the bolts. We'll put back our Torx 20 screws. All right, so I'm going to lower the glass down and hope that it fit in. Tighten it down, tighten it down. It did not, by the way. We're going to find that out in a minute. I put that belt molding back on. I'm grabbing the switch. I'm going to put the key on. So what I'm doing now is putting the glass down so I can see if the clips are both on the glass, and the one on the left is not. So I'm loosening it back up a little bit. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to pull it down a little bit so I can get access to the clips. I'm going to open it up. And now I've got it installed properly, and now I'm going to go ahead and put it up and down and make sure it's in the right place. Remember, you've already lubricated your run channel, the two up and down vertical channels that the glass travels in. And now we're going to put the speaker back on. And again, if you drill out the speaker the first time, use a small, maybe like a 3/16. 3/16? Yeah, 3/16 drill bit. The reason I say that is the rivets are actually 1/4 inch, but if you use a 1/4 inch drill bit, you might drill through too much of the plastic. So, and you don't have to drill all the way through it. All you have to do is drill just enough to get the speaker out. And let's put those wiring harnesses back in as best we can. Duralast. I couldn't remember the name of the other manufacturer. Duralast is, they use the same numbers. Everybody uses the Dorman part numbers at this point. Everybody on Amazon, eBay. But Duralast, they use the same numbers as Dorman. And if you go buy it at an AutoZone or an advanced auto parts place, they're probably going to think it's the same. It's not. It's not the same manufacturer. They don't source them from the same place. If you have a choice, you want the Dorman part. And I'm just plugging everything in on the other side. Remember to put that cable back onto that silver, that chrome handle. And you're going to see me tuck in the material as best I can. You're going to see me put this door panel back on as best I can. As best I can. Again, it's just not a good... They didn't think that it gets really hot sometimes. And you can watch the rest of this without me. I think you'll be fine. But again, questions, go ahead and ask. Thanks so much for watching. You have a good week.